What's up YouTube, Jeff back from Sammy Guru here, and today I have a very exciting Samsung video for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about a double update that rolled out for Pinup as well as the camera assistant application on your Galaxy smartphone. Of course, as usual with these double updates, it's usually something that's a little bit smaller, but it's still something that I want to make a video on and show you guys so you don't miss these updates. Make sure you go and get them. Before we get started, I do want to show you guys a product that I was sent out from my friends at AceFast, and it's one that I've really been enjoying. I wanted to talk about. These are the brand new AceFit Pro headphones. Now, you guys probably remember I reviewed the Air version of these, which were a more cost-effective solution. These are their premium buds, which has an LED charging case with the power indicator for each bud, as well as the case on the front. You see the number percentage there. A beautiful glossy charging case. You got the charging port on the bottom, USB-C. Sit down on your desk and charge it. One thing I love about these earbuds, if I can take them out really quick, let me put the phone to the side so I can show you guys a little bit better. One thing I love about these buds, if I can get them in focus, there we go, is that they are so lightweight, but they still crank out amazing audio quality. These things have some impressive drivers in them, and you would think for open ear headphones, where it's just like resting there on your ear, as you guys can see, you would think they don't get very loud, but they actually do with fairly rich bass, which surprised me. These are very comfortable to wear too. Basically, if you take these running, it's going to feel like you basically have nothing there. You can see the left and right indicators there. They've got quite a bit more power than the AceFast Air, the AceFit Air headphones that I reviewed before. Great battery life as well. I've been really impressed with these buds. Now, I'll show you really quickly the listing on Amazon. I'm also going to drop if they have any discount codes below, but you can see some of the features here. 40 high brightness 3D floating LED lights, redefining open ear audio, engineered by Luxshare ICT. The 3-magnet superlinear speaker redefines open ear audio with a 0.5mm high amplitude cutting edge diaphragm technology. Powerful deep bass. As I said, I've had quite the experience with these buds. The bass has been really good. LED charging case, weighing only 7.8 grams, which is insane. It's got a super soft touch silicone right here to these pieces that rest behind your ear, which feels really nicely while you're wearing them, especially if you're going to be working out. Switch between two devices, get 2 hours of playtime with a 5-minute charge, 30-hour battery life. I listen at higher volumes. I probably got somewhere around maybe 15-hour battery life with these. IP54 water resistance, 4-mic ENC noise cancellation. I'm sure if you listen on medium to low volume, you probably can get close to that 30-hour number. Crystal clear calls, also had no problems with the calls. Everything was great. Right now they are $125.99 on Amazon. There's a coupon, but they may give me a better coupon for you guys. I'll certainly drop it below in the pinned comment description if they do. There's another look at them. Let's see if I can get them in focus up close so you guys can see them. Just see there. Oh, it instantly paired to my music there, started playing. You guys can kind of hear though, they're quite loud. Very impressive with the AceFast AceFit Pro headphones. Anyway, check these out if you guys are interested. I'll drop a link below in the pinned comment description. They have green, gray, pink, and purple available on Amazon for purchase. Huge shout out to them for sending these out for review. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about these two updates that just arrived for Galaxy phones. I had to switch to my One UI 7 device. I realized I had the AceFit Pros. They were paired to my One UI 8 testing device, and I've been listening to music on there. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the update. So the very first one is for camera assistant. So if you go to the Galaxy store, you'll either see it right here, or if you search for it, if it's not available yet, Camera Assistant, for those who don't know, is Samsung's add-on, which actually does appear in your camera settings, that allows you to get extra camera features. If you scroll down, you'll see it was updated around May 12th. But remember, that's a staged rollout. I received it a couple days ago, I believe on May 24th or 23rd. 5.3 megs, 3.0.00.3. This is all from the old changelog. You got to be careful reading this. This is the current one, applied stabilization code. So really no new features. But if you want to see where this is, if you go to the camera and you go to your settings here, you'll notice that if you scroll down, you can actually find it right here. And it has some very helpful things. You can choose your zoom shortcuts if you want that 100x zoom there, auto HDR, auto lens switching, which I always turn off. I think a very useful one to turn off. Advanced resolution, turn on the adaptive pixel. And you can also turn on upscale digital zoom. Quick tap the shutter. If you want this feature, prioritize focus over speed to try to get pictures that aren't as blurry. Video recording in photo mode. If you want to be able to long press on that to start a video. Depth of field adapter corrector, HDR10+. Audio monitoring when you shoot videos using something connection with Bluetooth, HDMI, or USB headphones or speakers. Save to external storage if you're someone like me who's a creator and you need that opportunity. And then also change your camera timeout just like you can with your display. You can also dim screen while recording if you want to do this. So again, if you're going to record a longer video, you can do that. Turn it on like 5 minutes, which tends to make sense in my opinion. So it makes it more stable. Should probably improve some of the things like the adaptive pixel, perhaps some of the processing and things like that. So still very much worth the download. Make sure you guys grab that. Now the other update which was pushed out was an update to Pinup, which is another app that you may not know much about. Even if you're a Samsung fan, you may not really know what this app is or what it does. I don't know why it didn't show up there. It was showing up. I think it's all one word, Pinup. There we go. There you go. Pinup allows you to basically use your S Pen for various artistic purposes and also note taking. This is a bug update, but it's a really big one. May 20th, 2025, version 3.9.19.33, 124.81 megabytes. And this gives you some stabilization code. They've recently added quite a few things to Pinup. And if you go through the sign in, you can go ahead and sign in with your Samsung account. And then that'll allow you, if it's already on your device, to sign in instantaneously. You got various challenges. You can see here they recently added as well some new brushes back on the 18th. That was right before this. Some of the new brushes that have been added, you can go here and it says download more brushes feature that was previously inside the brushes panel has been moved to the more options panel. So if you go to more options, this is not in settings, by the way. So if you go to settings, you'll see it's not here. You've actually got to go and start a drawing. Go through this, start your drawing, open it up. We'll just choose this default settings and turn on palm rejection in this case, which is usually a very helpful thing to do when you're using a drawing app. Once you do that, you can go up to the 3 dots menu and you see where it says download more brushes. Here in more options, you'll be able to download all these additional brushes. And they've added a lot of interesting brushes that you can download in Pinup in these recent updates. So if you're really an art fan, they've continued to add amazing functionality to Pinup. I know it might not be everyone's thing, but if you are someone who likes to draw with your smartphone, if it relaxes you, they've added these and you can utilize them on your Galaxy smartphone. Anyway, these are 2 updates that seem rather small, but I think they're still very useful. Definitely want to get them, especially if you are a Pinup fan or if you take a lot of photos with using camera assistant features. Also want a huge shout out to AceFast with the AceFit Pros. A little bit of glare there from the lights because it's a little bit of a shiny case here, but very nice headphones with powerful bass considering they are open ear headphones. Super light in terms of the overall feel on your ears when you're running. Make sure you check it out below. I'll link it so you guys can purchase. Again, green, gray, pink, and purple. Any discount codes will also be down there if you guys are interested in those. Check them out. They have great reviews on Amazon as well, and I've had a great experience. Appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.